Sprint leaders are vocal about how much they need this merger to go through. They told regulators back in April more layoffs are likely if the government shot down the plan.
So in the past 5 years, more than 1,700 jobs were eliminated from Sprint nationwide. 41 Actions reporter Kat Reed shows us the struggles of Sprint.
This story begins with a railroad and a telephone company at the turn of the century. By the 1970s, there was a new name in long-distance dialing, Sprint. It would eventually become the third largest mobile network operator in the country at its peak, moving into a sprawling campus in Overland Park in the late 90s. That's where a steady decline began.
We do feel that the steps that we're taking today are necessary.
In a 2-year period from 2001 to 2003, more than 20,000 workers were laid off nationwide. There would be many more cuts announced in the following years, mergers too.
This is obviously a great day for these two great companies.
The Sprint Nextel merger was announced in 2004. Later, acquisition by a Japanese company called SoftBank. Then on again, off again talks with T-Mobile, with the announcement of a $26 billion deal finally coming in April 2018.
This company is about growth, so when you bring better products, better prices, more jobs, this is a poster child. This is how every merger should look like.
The plan to cut costs for consumers and develop a 5G network. But there were hoops to jump through first, like approval from the FCC and the Department of Justice, not to mention lawsuits from state attorneys general. While the merger worked its way through Washington, a real estate deal marked the end of an era in Overland Park. A Wichita company took ownership of the 17-building Sprint campus with a plan for the company to lease back space. It would be the second headquarters for T-Mobile, living up to what the once CEO of Sprint told employees 4 years ago.
It's hard to make those lifetime guarantees, but I can tell you in the foreseeable future, in the next few years, there's no reason to leave Kansas City.
Reporting in Overland Park, Kat Reed, 41 Action News.
Today's green light from the Justice Department sent Sprint stocks soaring. This is a look at just the day. The chart shows their stocks spiking shortly after news broke just before 11 o'clock, and that was right here. Then it moved throughout the day. You see it go up, go up, go up, and then Sprint shares went up. By the end of the day, they were up 7%.